it is. It's Real to Real with Dev Deville, broadcasting live from the Sunshine State. This is real, raw reality, man. 24/7, 365. As always, it's your main man, Dev, holding it down for the youngest. How you feeling, big dog?
Hey, it is what it is, dog. Cuzzo Deville, the real deal. True player for real. Thank y'all for watching, listening, clicking. Once again, this is Real to Real with Dev Deville. This is season 2, episode 5, dog. And so you now plugged into the utmost. We got 30 minutes plus of straight drop, straight drip. It's your ultimate audio experience, your number one infotainment source. And coming up on this episode, you know we got Black History. We got to keep it going, talk about
it.
Our peeps. And also, we also got to do Valentine. Since it's Valentine's weekend, we're going to take it through Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I know some of us. And also, we're going to just, not really a headline, but we want to talk Gayle King and see what Snoop and see how the people feel about that whole exchange and whatnot. What you got?
Hey, man, you know I got a whole lot of stuff going on with the hot topics in sports. You know what it is, man. We talking about YK Osiris. He was in the city, he had a performance. Some drama went down. Let's talk about it. Yep. The baby got some baby mama drama. Amber Rose did some questionable things to her forehead. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Antonio Brown, he's in the headlines right now talking about some things. Myles Garrett and so much more. As always, you know we got the top 5 black couples.
Yeah, that's what we doing, man. Yo, so again, coming up on this episode, we gotta lay off, not lay off too much, but we gotta do that top 5, and again, we doing black couples. So, what you got? It is the real to real. Let's take off right now. Starting off with these hot topics, not hot topics, but the headlines. We definitely want to make sure we talk about Black history and a little bit of an update from last week. I have started to see Black history creep up a little bit. Yeah. It's just not where I would like for it to be. I mean, because we have so many events going on, so much going on, but it's not like mandatory, like everybody does anything. Yeah. It's like, I would love for it to be like a something just like, almost like, I don't know, like, it seems like other cultures, their holidays are celebrated throughout. It's woven through the days, the weeks, the months. You know what I mean? Like, I agree. It's just, we may or may not as blacks. That's what I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could easily go through a whole day and not really talk about Black history. Yeah,
I mean, honestly, I feel like when I was growing up, I feel like I saw it a lot more. Like, it was more of a prominent for us to make an example and say, hey, let's talk about it. As I got older, I saw less and less of it for sure. So I see where you're coming from. I have seen a little bit more than we did when we first initially talked about it, so I will give you that. But again, I agree. It's not as much as I would like to see, you know. So I would like to see, you know, black teachers honored and black actresses, black chefs, black anything, you know what I'm saying?
Newer black people. Like, I think every time they talk Black history, you're going to start with Sojourner Truth and Harriet Tubman, Nat Turner.
That's fair.
Frederick Douglass, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. You know, they talk about football player. Who are they going to talk about? Is it Joe Brown? Yeah. Jim Brown? Like, they ain't really got into, like, I think us older blacks, and I'm going to go ahead and just charge myself.
Go ahead.
You know, 30-something and up, you know what I mean? I think we probably should just assemble, I'm sure somebody's doing it out there, but let's just get a whole nother top 100, you know, black people that we need to just shove down our young youth. Down the, not necessarily shove down their throats, but let's just highlight some of the things some of the more recent prominent black people have done. Yeah, I know they starting to creep in Oprah, and they starting to creep in your boy who used to own BET. I can't. His name is not ringing a bell right now. But again, let's get some more hype and some more popping people to represent the blacks, man, in 2020, man, and for the next however many years. So that's my little 2 cents on it. Of course, I'm a teacher, so I did a lesson today on Madam C.J. Walker. I did Zora Neale Hurston. You know anything about Zora Neale Hurston?
Yeah, you're going to have to educate me, honestly. It's been a while since I've been to school.
You heard that name, though, right?
I've heard the name, but I couldn't give you no specifics.
What do you think she did?
I mean, some kind of civil rights, I'll tell you that.
That's messed up, man. Nah, she was actually, man, she was a writer, bro. Have you ever heard about the novel, Their Eyes Are Watching God?
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah,
that's what she's synonymous for.
That's news to me, because I know titles.
Yeah.
I've read books. Right. If you asked me about the author, I couldn't tell you two things.
Well,
so
I just give you a little 2 cents on her since we do.
You educated me, so I appreciate it.
So did you know she was from Florida, not far from Orlando?
Really?
From Eatonville.
Okay, so she right around my old stomping grounds.
And
okay.
she actually she got buried in Fort Pierce.
Okay. God rest her soul.
Yeah. And so she had an up and down life, man. But what was interesting about it, her dad, you know, she never did get along with her dad, and so she got out of the house quick. She had 3 degrees. She went to DC, or she took herself to high school. Then she went to DC and went to Howard. Then she went to Columbia. And the whole thing was up there. I mean, I wish, that's what I was going to say. I want to try to make Duval like Harlem, bro. Like, you know, make people want to come. Since everybody, like, I mean, just make it like fun and popping. Yeah. And make all the artists just want to come here and just be just artists. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because we down south and we got like the space, the land, and ain't nothing really popping. I mean, we got enough popping to where we can attract people. I think we just pick a year and just say, everybody come to Duval and let's see what we can make happen.
That would be dope.
You know what I'm saying? Like Harlem, my point is the Harlem Renaissance, like she went up there and everybody was just working together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And what happened was, well, the interesting part about it, the white people was like, let me go see what they got going on. And so they'll go in there and just, you know, just like, not necessarily like slavery, but like picking people like, yo, I think you can make it. And they'll sponsor them. They call them patrons. So white people will just come in and just find which nigga they want, you know, find which person they want to just jump behind and give them, you know, and just jump behind them. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I just, you know, if we can just get a talent pool going and just try to attract, you know, venture capitalists to just say, hey, man, we'll put your album out. We'll make your movie if you... You know what I'm saying? Just something like I just think. Hey man,
well you heard it right here first on Real to Real. So
we'll try something.
We're gonna put something in the works. I see Kevin, you know what I'm saying,
holding it
down. I mean, oh man, the Kevin coming out. The Kevin, that's what I'm saying. The Kevin coming out. Stepping to the side. The Kevin's coming out. Oh, but yeah, man. That's I like that. That's cool. That's cool.
Well, that's enough on Black History, man. You got me. You know, you got my whole government out here. All right, so Valentine's. It's coming up. What we doing, man? You booed up, so you gonna be?
Yeah, I'm gonna be in ATL for Valentine's Day.
Oh, you taking her to ATL?
Yeah, we going to the city real quick. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to check it out. It's one of them places like up there with like Los Angeles and like New York and them like places I want to live at some point in my life. Yeah. Not a long time, but just to see what it's like. You know what I'm saying? Like. A year or 3. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Atlanta's becoming one of those destinations. I've been there one time. Didn't really get to go out. I wasn't old enough, you know, to go out and do my own thing. So, you know, I'm old enough now to go out there and check it out, see what's going on. So I'm gonna go out there and see what's going on. Yeah,
there's a lot of opportunity for a cat like you. I'm back and forth now. I can't really stay until I get a few more things situated up there and down here. But it's a cool place. I think, you know, again, we're gonna be all right. That'd be cool to take your girl. It's a lot of stuff to do. Yeah. But as far as Valentine's Day, me myself, I don't know. My situation is rocky, man. I can't call it at all. So I don't really have no comment. But I just want to know from the people out there as far as love and I mean, are we getting away from it? Is people just? I mean, I keep seeing. I mean, there's always a wedding, so a love must be people, in the air.
Someone's getting a ring put on it. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while, my sister actually getting married. The day before Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah. So love is definitely in the air, but I would love to hear from people, man, because, I mean, love is so funny. I mean, we got to have a whole episode on love one day, man, because it's like, you can't really, it's so, my point for this, and I said this to another young lady one time, or something I was speaking at, love, like, it's so easy to hate. Like, okay, say somebody you say you love them, right? But then if they do something that you don't like, now you all of a sudden cut them off, or you hate them, or you just like that. Don't sound like you couldn't have loved me if you can hate me so easily. Yeah. So I always struggle with the definition of love. Like love should be something that is hard to fall out of.
I mean, I think love, the definition of it is contingent on the person, the individual. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a different skew of what love is. Some people get abused and think they get you getting your hands put on is love. You know what I'm saying? Just like someone is cheating on, if someone cheats on you, it's like, no, they love me, they just had needs or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's different styles of love out there. So people, they say like your perfect match is out there, but bro, all love really is compromise, my nigga. Like
there you go.
Us just dealing with everything.
I like that.
I deal with your BS, you deal with my BS. We work out. Hey, this is too much BS. All right, shit. I think that's too much BS. Let's work on it.
Can
you know
we mix in? What about effort? Like what about
effort? Effort is another
like
good.
If you love somebody,
effort,
you're gonna do some effort and sacrifice.
Yeah, I agree.
Like it's compromise and sacrifice, but it just seemed like, and I don't know. Like I got like just I've been in love before, but it seemed like I was still missing.
Yeah.
Like, and you love me, but like if you really cared about me, you wouldn't do this or dang, how could you not do this if you care about me? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of tricky, man.
Effort's a good point though, because you gotta want to be able to. You gotta want. You gotta have 2 feet in. I know too many people just been 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
That's
so
not
if you really
love.
ride for me, I need both shoes tied and everything ready to go.
And so again, my point for saying all of this is just like love is they kind of playing around with the word.
Yeah,
like
I
it ain't
agree.
what's stronger than love? Love is supposed to be the strongest thing, but how can you love me with the strongest definition or the strongest definition of love? But then you can still do that. So it's still some room for some more feelings.
Yeah, no,
like
I
if
agree.
you had more feelings, you wouldn't do me like that.
I agree.
I'm trying to get to the maximum feelings, which I thought which was love.
Yeah, I mean, I think you good. You got a right point because people just throw the word love
throw
around.
It around, bro.
I done seen people say, "Oh yeah, I love you," have some kids, and then you know what I'm saying. As soon as the kid born, I'm like, "Yeah, we can't do that."
And on the flip side, me, I didn't use the word, so the chick thought I didn't love her.
Yeah,
but I did all that. I had all the feelings. I got a song called "Feelings." I had all the feelings. I just was scared to use the word love because I was like, dang, once I say I love her, then I can't. Now then what? You know, I can't trump that at all. So I wanted to be like, so what about when we really start getting into it? I can't be talking about I love you just because, you know.
Just because it seems like I should say it. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, well, we'll put a pin in that. It's just the Valentine. Love is definitely in the air. It's it's on my prayer list. I prayed. I ain't have a New Year's resolution list this year. I just had straight prayers. I prayed to love a lot more and to be loved. That's on one of my things. So
it's different levels of love out there. So you can love thy neighbor, love your shorty, love your kids, love everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it don't gotta be relationship love. You got kids out there, show your kids some love.
Yeah. This is love season right here.
Most definitely.
So let's move on to let's talk Gayle King, man. It's not really a headline, but I mean, I've jumped out the window last podcast, and when we talked about our 5 black people who we would take to, just champion our cause, I put Miss Oprah Winfrey in there, not privy and I didn't have the wind of what Gayle and her had got into, and so next thing I know, Snoop.
Oh my God,
so funny, man. But so what I'm talking about, I'm sure everybody knows, is so Gayle King approached or had an interview with Lisa Leslie, right?
Yeah.
And apparently she asked some inappropriate questions or some questions that was out of pocket. Concerning Kobe Bryant and his alleged affair. So I think Lisa did a good job of Jay-Z in it. You know what I'm saying?
Most
she
definitely, yeah. She was like Muhammad Ali back in the day.
Yeah.
Ducking
She straight
that thing,
up ducking.
Yeah.
And she said, she really put a pause on it all. And I defended it, Gayle, somewhat. Because I'm a journalist, you know what I'm saying? We even working in radio, you know what we got to do.
Yeah.
Like, you got to speak for the people. You kind of got to ask questions that an audience might want to hear. It has to be entertaining. It got to be engaging. So she was put in a crazy position. She got paid well, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
But she could have, I think what the most general population was saying, she could have elected to say, I want to stay away from that. And she didn't.
Mm-hmm.
But I could understand why she didn't. And I can understand why people think she should have. But my man Snoop ain't waste no time.
Oh, not at all.
He went
was
in
quick.
And he didn't rationalize it at all. And I thought it was pretty funny, and I felt kind of sorry for Gayle. But I mean, what you think about it?
I mean, I'm looking at it I'm not saying she did the journalist things. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, like, I think Snoop was justified because, granted, he's a Lakers fan, but at some point, as being a Lakers fan and going to all them games, he had to have had some kind of relationship with Kobe.
I'm sure
I'm not saying they was best friends, because from what I heard, like, Kobe didn't have much friends outside of, his world.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that they were the greatest of friends, but they had to have some kind of connection, some kind of bond. And he was sticking up for his friend that was basically... Some lady was on national television, basically accusing him of doing some things after he is already deceased.
I wouldn't say she accused. I think she did a good job of being a journalist. She just asked a hard question. She definitely insinuated that he was guilty.
Yeah, but I just don't think that's the time or the place to really do it.
It's definitely not the place to do that.
I think that's what the real backlash was about, because it's been going on. Those alleged situations has been going on for years. So it's not to get away from the fact that he may or may not have done it. It's just the timing